This week, we're visiting the wonderful province of Newfoundland, where I have family, and it's a place where we have a lot of fun.
We've got plenty planned, mostly in and around St. John's, so let's get started. And keep an eye out for more Newfoundland videos.
No better way to start this journey than watching the sun rise over beautiful St. John's Harbour.
You can fly into St. John's International Airport, but if you're looking for a unique journey from Nova Scotia, I recommend taking the ferry from North Sydney to Argentia. This is a long 15-hour ferry ride, but the ship provides an experience in itself, and you're just 90 minutes from St. John's when you arrive. You'll also have your car to explore more of Newfoundland.
You can book a cabin to sleep, which are quite comfortable, and there's food and drinks on the ship, entertainment, and lots of room to walk around. You can also ride the ferry without a cabin, but that might be a long journey. Learn more through Marine Atlantic. When we arrive in St. John's, we always stay at Blue on Water, a restaurant right on Water Street that has a 10-room hotel above it. We love it for the location and unique rooms. You can order room service from this top-notch restaurant, and while a bit more expensive at $275 a night, we give it top stars.
Water Street is just outside the hotel and is the major downtown area. It is closed to vehicles between the end of June and Labor Day each year, and it's packed with shops, restaurants, bars, and much more. It's great to walk down on a nice summer day.
One of our favorite places to go for coffees and pastries is Birdie Cafe on Water Street. The food is outstanding and piled high first thing in the morning, but beware, they often sell out.
Speaking of breakfast, Bagel Cafe, just a block up from Water Street, is a classic in St. John's.
After breakfast at the Bagel Cafe or with a coffee and pastry from Birdie, you definitely should get out for a walk around St. John's. Take in all the beautiful colors and find a few jelly bean houses to take a photo in front of.
Find a place to see over the activity of the harbor, straight down the Narrows with Signal Hill in the distance. It's a beautiful scene that, no matter how many times you've seen it, never gets old.
It can be tough to see as this is an active international harbor with tons of big ships constantly in the way. But if you visit the Jumping Bean coffee shop, there's a little cafeteria at the back of the building that provides a decent view.
I love Newfoundland music, so I always visit Fred's Records when I'm in St. John's. They are so proud of their Newfoundland artists and promote them extremely well in the shop, along with popular artists from around the world on vinyl and CD. One of my favorite record stores ever.
Next up, you have to visit the Terry Fox statue a little further down Water Street.
I didn't know that Terry Fox actually started his Marathon of Hope here in St. John's in this place. So very cool to visit here, and if you're in St. John's, you definitely should come here. Beautiful statue, some information, and a great place to commemorate such a Canadian hero.
If you're energetic and motivated after seeing the Terry Fox statue, you could always keep going up Signal Hill, but it will take you some time. Most people drive to the top and explore from there.
Signal Hill is probably the most recognizable landmark in relation to St. John's and maybe even Newfoundland. It's a 167-meter hill that overlooks the Narrows, the harbor, and the Atlantic Ocean. For centuries, Signal Hill was a strategic outpost for the military and saw significant use during World War II. It's now a major tourist destination. You can park and explore a few historic buildings like Cabot Tower and just enjoy the history as well as the views.
It's free to enjoy, so there's no reason not to visit Signal Hill when in St. John's. And sometimes a giant Newfoundland dog is there for you to say hello to and even get a picture with.
Another thing most people think of when it comes to St. John's is George Street. And while Grace and I aren't partiers or late night bar hoppers, it might be of interest to others, so I wanted to include it here. It's just off of Water Street, and it's quite active in the evenings and on the weekends.
The Crow's Nest is an interesting place I want to mention. It's a historic military club which was a vital retreat for Navy officers during World War II. It's now a small bar, but also a museum with so much history packed into a small space. It contains hundreds of World War II artifacts, including gun shield art from across Canada. Very cool to see, but hours are limited and might not be accessible for everyone due to the steep steps going up to the pub.
Another favorite St. John's watering hole is the Ship Pub down a staircase off Duckworth Avenue. This place has been around for forever and is a cozy place to grab a pint.
Want to get away for a short drive from St. John's? Check out Torbay Beach for some wonderful views, natural rocks you have to see to believe, and maybe there will be some capelins along the shore.
There's a restaurant near Torbay Beach with delicious food, cold local beer, and an outstanding view to enjoy as well. You might even see some horses roaming in the field nearby.
Last year, we were able to visit my aunt and uncle who have a cottage in nearby Freshwater. We took a side-by-side for a rip through dirt roads along the hills. We ended up at Salmon Cove, which is a Newfoundland beach with dark sand and had some beautiful views, which is a trend when traveling across this province.
It's time for the main event of this video and an activity we have been looking forward to for a long time. Whale and puffin watching with Gatherall's tours out of Bay Bulls, Newfoundland. When you arrive in Bay Bulls, you'll see Gatherall's nice blue building, and there's a gift shop you can visit when you check in for the tour.
I booked the tour on Viator for around $125 Canadian a person. It was a 90-minute tour departing around noon, and it was quite windy on this specific day. We weren't sure what to expect on the boat, and it was definitely a little bumpy, but everyone was fine in our group, and we saw plenty of whales and puffins.
Gatherall's had a clean boat and some excellent tour guides on the microphone, sharing information, having fun, singing songs, and there's even an option to buy beer. Of course, I recommend Kitty Vitty's Iceberg.
While we didn't see any real icebergs, we did see some people get screeched in right there on the boat near the end of the tour. This is an option when booking through Gatherall's.
I'll be honest, I was a little nervous about this tour. However, I was fine and the sea didn't negatively affect me, but others on the tour were definitely experiencing seasickness, and it might not be an experience everyone should partake in.
There we go. See how they're going in opposite directions? They're starting to circle around that. Guys get their name Puffin from that puff before they're something. Their Latin name. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. I didn't do too good with that in school. Hey, the name. Oh, look on the right. The left, sorry. Can't call them over. Pretty good. Oh, coming over. Come on, boss. Here, I'll try this one.
We saw up to a dozen whales break the surface, show their tails, and swim around our boat. It was truly amazing.
After spending some time with the whales, we floated alongside Gull Island, just off the coast of Newfoundland, where thousands of puffins call home, burrowing into the earth to breed and lay their eggs. These birds are beautiful, and it was extraordinary to see so many in one place.
"90 minutes later, after enjoying the sights and seeing the beautiful creatures we came to see, we headed back to land.
Back in St. John's after a great few days, but this isn't the end of our time in beautiful Newfoundland.
In our next video, we visit 2 more beautiful places in Newfoundland, Cape Spear and Petty Harbour. Click like and subscribe to see more of the rock.